Have you ever wondered why some habits feel so normal that you never question where they came from? You just call them personality, the way you react, think, or deal with people. But psychology suggests that some everyday behaviors are actually learned survival responses from childhood. Not because something was wrong with you, but because the brain adapts to whatever environment it grows up in. And over time, those adaptations start feeling natural. Sometimes children don't respond to stress loudly. The nervous system learns to adjust quietly instead. And many of those patterns continue into adulthood without people realizing where they began. Here are some of the most common ones people rarely recognize in themselves. Number 1, apologizing for things that were never really your fault. You instinctively say sorry to reduce tension, even in situations where you've done nothing wrong. Psychologists often connect this to hyper-responsibility, where the brain learns early that keeping peace feels safer than expressing discomfort. Number 2, feeling uncomfortable when things are calm. Silence feels strange. Peace feels temporary. So the mind unconsciously searches for stress, distraction, or stimulation. This can happen when the nervous system becomes conditioned to chaos for long periods of time. Number 3, explaining yourself too much. Simple choices turn into long justifications, not because you're unsure, but because your brain learned to prevent criticism before it arrives. This pattern is commonly linked to defensive communication behavior. Number 4, laughing while talking about painful experiences. You describe difficult moments casually, sometimes even joking about them. This is a form of emotional detachment, where humor becomes a psychological buffer against discomfort. Number 5, automatically acting like you're okay. Even during difficult moments, your first instinct is to stay composed and unaffected. Psychologists often relate this to emotional suppression, where the brain learns early that expressing feelings may lead to rejection, criticism, or being ignored. So instead of showing emotions openly, the mind learns to hide them automatically. Number 6, downplaying your own emotions. You tell yourself, "It's not a big deal. I'm overreacting." Over time, emotional minimization becomes automatic when feelings were repeatedly dismissed earlier in life. Number 7, feeling strange when someone treats you gently. Real emotional support can feel unfamiliar, sometimes even uncomfortable, not because you dislike care, but because the nervous system may not be used to receiving it consistently. Number 8, shutting down during conflict. When voices get louder, tension rises, or emotions become intense, they suddenly go quiet, not because they have nothing to say, but because the nervous system shifts into a freeze response. In psychology, this is a survival reaction where the brain chooses silence to avoid further emotional stress or confrontation. And this is important to understand. Many trauma responses don't look dramatic, they look functional. The mind learns whatever it needs to keep moving forward.